Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a differential fluid change on the truck. Show you little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Hopefully it can help some of you guys out. Today should be a pretty quick video. Should be pretty chill. Not much going to be going on other than differential fluid change. Probably going to have a little bit of noise in the background, so I apologize ahead of time for that. Today's going to be the truck's first rear differential fluid change after 102,000 miles. Recommended at 100,000 miles. Should be pretty simple to do. Show you guys what I do along the way, and let's hop into changing some fluids. Under the truck, on the back side of the differential, you can see there's a little drain plug right there. You want to make sure that that plug can come loose before you take off your differential cover, because if you take off your differential cover and that won't budge loose or it breaks off inside, you won't be able to fill your diff back up. So make sure you do that prior, just in case there is a possible catastrophe afterwards. So pop that loose, make sure it unthreads all the way. That'll also help all the diff fluid come out of the top or come out of the cover way quicker. So make sure to do that first. Alright, so I'm going to say, from personal experience, differential fluid with 100,000 miles on it stinks. It smells really bad. Also, take out your drain plug. Well, take out your fill plug. It is a magnetic fill plug, so all of that is metal shavings. It's really not that bad. Could be worse, but make sure you can get this out prior to pulling off the diff cover and realizing you can't refill it. That'd just be a bad day. Be a lot more metal that way. So the top to the diff cover, clean this guy off, pop that, and we'll take a peek inside. There she goes. 100,000 mile diff oil. Doesn't look too bad actually. Looks pretty good. Smells really bad. That's for sure. But we're gonna let this guy drain out. We're gonna clean this guy up pretty good too. So stay tuned. Let this drain out and then we'll clean it up. Should have probably got a Banks one before I did this. A Banks diff cover before I did this, but you know, live and you learn. Alright, everything looks pretty good actually. I don't see any chip gears, anything of the sort. So limited slip's doing good. Actually looks pretty clean. Stinks pretty good. Stinks really good. But we're going to clean that up with some brake clean. We're going to have to razor blade all of the sides here. But other than that, diff looks pretty good. Alright, let me go ahead and clean this out, and then I'll work on this cover down here. Alright, so I did spray down with some brake clean. We're going to get all of this off. Use a razor blade, get it all off. All the stuff, big stuff I can get off in my hand, I will, and then I'll use a razor blade to cut around all this goop here. I hit it with some brake clean. I'm going to hit it again. I think we're also gonna hit this side with some brake clean and a wire wheel, and then I think I'm gonna paint this guy black just to make it a little cleaner, get rid of some of this surface rust. Also, don't mind my makeshift table. I made this all by myself. I think I did a pretty good job. So I'll hit this guy up, a little bit of brake clean. You can get a box of rags, give it a nice wipe down, make sure all this is super clean. See the difference in wear. Wild. How much fluid, where the fluid sits and where it's not sitting. It's pretty crazy. This side looks brand new. Alright, let's get a razor blade, let's clean all this up.
YouTubing.
Alright, it is another morning. I ran out of time last night and had to go pick up my wife from work, but as it sits, there's tools and stuff underneath the truck. Be fully transparent with you, I didn't order enough fluid, so I couldn't finish the project last night. I got it all sealed up with RTV after the cover's been painted black, so we're good there. But I had to go pick up some more fluid this morning, so I really couldn't finish the project last night, even if I wanted to drive the truck. But this morning I picked up another 2 quarts. I was about 1.5 quarts shy of differential fluid. I can put up a picture of the spec sheet on the screen here, show you the differences. It shows the Sterling 10.5, it shows the Dana 60, the Dana 80. It shows all of the fluid capacities, fluid viscosities. I'm gonna hop back under here. I'm gonna put another 1.5 quarts in it, and look at this beautiful Florida morning. You can't get any better than that. A little chilly. Got my Boston sweatshirt on. Shout out Boston Apparel. Wonderful company. Love the people. Devin, doing great work. So, let's get after it. Let's finish this up. We're going to spray some brake clean on the fill plug area and on the bottom to clean up the differential fluid that's leaking down. Wipe it off, and then should be a finished install. Take a final look at the rear end. I'm also going to take a razor blade and I'm going to cut off the excess gasket that's on there, and that's a differential done. Clean up the tools, put the tools away. Probably going to throw a new air freshener in the car, vacuum it out, and should be good. So if anybody was curious, this is what I used. This is what it calls for, 75-140. Some people say 80-90, but I mean, you can't go wrong with the good stuff. So it takes 3.49 quarts of this, or your desired diff fluid, whichever you prefer. This has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it that truck needs. One thing you do need to add is in the rear. If you get this stuff, you need the AMSOIL slip lock. It is your limited slip additive to stop the chattering of your LSD. And if you guys also do want to know, I use this almost every fill up. It has all the good properties in it. It helps diesel fuel have a lot more lubrication than what it already does. And so it does help with the fuel mileage. I think on my truck right now, I'm getting about 15 miles to the gallon, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like a whole lot. But when I got this truck, it was getting 9. So I think it helps. My fuel tanks last a lot longer. And then in conjunction with the OptiLube as well, I use the AMSOIL cetane boost, and I feel that it gives me a lot more power. But those two things every fill up is what keeps this truck nice. And also when you use the OptiLube, it helps with the injector chatter, especially since it's a Huey injection. It helps lubricate those injectors a whole lot, along with the Archoil AR9100 that I use along with the AMSOIL synthetic oil. So all the things I use to keep this truck running good. If you guys want to see a video about that, let me know down in the comments below. I will make a video about every additive and all of my fluids that I use within my vehicle. But other than that, I'm probably going to give the truck a quick vacuum, make it clean. It got washed yesterday or day before, so other than that, I appreciate all you guys sticking around. I know I didn't get too invasive in the diff process. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you guys want me to go into a further in-depth video, I sure will. I have to do the front as well. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I appreciate all of you. If you don't mind subscribing, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.